Hello, my name is Alexander and today I'm with FortisX. Getting a retail user to sign up requires a good landing page, but getting an institutional partner to say yes takes something entirely different, and most platforms never figured out what it actually is. Today I'm speaking with Hamza Bangesh, who works on growth and partnerships across MENA and Southeast Asia in Web3 space. He had many conversations with serious capital allocators, so I wanted to ask him what really matters in those rooms and why it's so different than many people assume. When people hear about Web3 growth and partnerships, they picture something universal. The reality on the ground looks completely different depending on where you're operating. A partnership meeting in Dubai runs on different assumptions than one in Singapore or Karachi. The language people use to talk about risk, the level of formality, even how a first meeting gets set up, all of it shifts. That's why background matters, here more than titles do. Hamza has spent operating specifically in MENA and South Asia, markets that Western coverage tend to flatten into one line at the bottom of a site. We ask Hamza, what's your background in Web3 growth and partnerships, and which markets do you focus on most?
Let me introduce to myself again, and I have spent several years working across Web3 growth, strategic partnerships, and ecosystem development. My primary focus has been MENA and South Asia and all other countries, helping platforms connect with exchanges, institutions, funds, and ecosystem partners while navigating the unique dynamic of each region.
Hamza has sat in enough of these meetings to know exactly what's being tracked silently before the first number even comes up. When you're in a room with institutional players for the first time, what are they actually evaluating beyond the product itself?
They want to understand the team, security standards, compliance approach, operational maturity, and whether the company can be trusted over the long term. The product matters, but as we all know, that trust comes first.
Every experienced business developer has one conversation that stuck. Not the biggest deal or the most public partnership. The one that reframed how they think about the game. Usually, it's a moment where someone with real capital said something unexpected. Something that cut against the industry was talking about all the time. Those moments are worth more than any conference talk because they come from someone with actual skin in the game. Those are the stories that shape how the next 10 conversations get handled. What's a partnership conversation that taught you something surprisingly about a serious capital actually cares about?
The answer will be, one conversation taught me that institutional investors often care less about growth projections and more about risk management. They want to know how problems will be handled, not just how success will be achieved.
There's a pattern in this industry that a lot of founders find frustrating. The product works, the tech is generally good, the team can demo it, and everything holds up. And still, the institutional partners just don't move. They take the meeting, ask polite questions, and then nothing happens for 6 months. The reason is almost never the product itself. Until the platform figures out what that something is, they can polishing features and still watch every serious conversation stall. What's a common objection you hear when introducing a new platform? And how do you think about addressing it, honestly?
They usually, ask about governance, treasury management, and also sometimes ask about compliance processes and some sort of security audits, business continuity, and risk controls. Those questions go far beyond marketing metrics or user acquisition numbers. In my opinion, trust is the first thing, trust is consistency, delivering on commitments, being transparent when challenges arise, and building a track record over time. Data, reputation, and relationships all contribute. Consistency, ties them together.
The difference between those two paths usually shows up early in things that outsiders don't see. Consistency after the announcement, actually delivering on the promise, and how the platform handles the first things that goes wrong. That's it for the conversation with Hamza. If you found this useful for understanding how real partnership actually get built in Web3, subscribe and stay with us. This series continues with more honest conversations from people working on the ground in this industry. Drop the comment if there's something specific you want to ask next time.